Hello, this is Derek Miller, and I just want to take a few minutes and go over this Employee Retention Credit, or the ERC program. Table of contents, defining the Employee Retention Credit, or the ERC. How do you know if your business is eligible? Most relevant industries for ERC. How does the ERC program process work, I should say. Example, client ERC refunds. What are we working with here? And next steps will be our what we're going to go over real quickly. So, defining the ERC, or the Employee Retention Credit. ERC is the stimulus program designed to help businesses that were able to retain their employees during COVID-19 pandemic. Established by the CARES Act, it is a refundable tax credit, meaning that as a business, you've already paid this for your employees, so this is a refund of what you've already paid. So it's not a grant, it's not a loan. This is a that your business can claim. So ERC is based on qualified wages that have already been paid in healthcare, paid for or to your employees. So significant returns up to $26,000 per employee, $6 to $10 grand per W-2 if PPP 1 and 2. 10 to 15 per W-2 employee if PPP-1 only, 15 to 26K per W-T if no PPP applied for at all. Government funds available, no limit on the funding, because remember, this is a refund, not a grant or not a loan. You've already paid this money, so there's no amount of money there's no limit on the amount of money that you've already paid. So of course there wouldn't be no limit on the amount of money you get back. Multiple years are 2020 and 2021. Many ways to qualify. I'll go over some of that. Qualify with decreased revenue or partial full shutdown of business operations. And if you decide to move forward with the program, we'll explain all of that in great detail. Don't have enough time to do that great detail today. This is kind of just an overview. So how do you know if your business is eligible, or if you're eligible? Even if your business did not have a revenue deduction or was deemed essential, if you know the difference, I'm sure you do, you can still qualify for ERC, believe it or not. Change in your business hours, partial or full suspension of your operation, shutdowns of your supply chain or vendor shutdowns, reduction in services offered if you had to change your services, reduction in workforce or employee workloads, of course, a disruption in your business division or department closures, inability to visit a client's job site. Many people couldn't do that during COVID. Suppliers were unable to make deliveries of your crucial goods or material. So supplier issues, there was a ton of those, especially when it came to the computer chips. Additional spacing requirements for employees and customers due to social distancing. You had to rearrange, your seating to keep people 6 feet apart. Changing job roles and functions, tasks or work that couldn't be done from the home, while transitioning to remote conditions, which was huge. A lot of businesses had to completely change how they worked in the office, or change office, close office space down to lose money. Also, lack of travel or lack of group meetings. If you weren't able to meet or you weren't able to travel because of COVID, you also might be eligible for the ERC. Some examples of relevant industries for ERC, and again, this is just a quick list because there's thousands of companies and thousands of industries. Bars, car washes, contractors or construction companies, dry cleaners, food and beverage, wholesalers, electricians, plumbers, of course. Franchisees are huge. We just did a Taco Bell, and it was 400 franchises, not 400 employees, but 400 franchises. The cannabis industry is huge as well, because they took a big hit because people couldn't get out. States like New Jersey, where I live, the cannabis industry is booming, and there's quite a few other states that there are as well. Gyms, healthcare providers, hotels, motels, moving companies, restaurants are really, really big ones for restaurants, because as you well know, restaurants had to close down and completely change the way they did business. Retailers, senior citizen and retirement communities, which unfortunately got hit even harder than a lot of other ones. Sports facilities, sports organizations. We're working with several of the sports programs as well, NFL, NHL, and the likes. So how does the ERC process work? You can read a little. So NFF's New Jersey Mobile Fusion team handled everything from expanding opportunity to helping my team decipher what documents were needed to calculating my refund. It could not have been smoother and more efficient. This process is not an easy process, just so that you know. But the professionals that we work with for this ERC program are attorneys and CPAs, that know exactly what to do. So the process is, I wouldn't suggest doing it yourself. In other words, the process is complete the online application. You'll receive a call from our staff after we review your application, after you put the application in. And it's application for our company, not the application for the ERC itself. The client success onboarding process begins, and then we start the ERC journey. Number 3, data modeling and quality review, preparation for the data package, because there's going to be a lot of information that we need in order to go through this ERC process. Then client confirmation and sign off, meaning that you signed off on everything that we're going to do. So we have to do the client attestation and the 941, I'm sure you know what they are, and sign off. Then client close out and submit to IRS. This is actually where the submittal process starts in number 5. So that is the process that you go through as far as the ERC is concerned. An example of some of the clients that we got some refunds. We're proud to have worked with over 12,000, actually close to 13,000 ERC clients and customers, and have processed over 2 billion, yes, with a B, in refunds. We get hundreds of refunds literally per day because the process obviously takes a minute. Below are a few examples of our ERC clients and their returns. A retail client, 1 mil, manufacturing client, 2.8 mil, restaurant client, 1.9 mil. Now these, of course, these individuals had, in some cases, hundreds or dozens of employees, so don't get misconstrued. What are you working with here? So our company, like I said, is 2 billion in ERC claims a date, 2 billion received for clients, over 2 billion, I should say, over 12,000, close to, like I said, the 13,000 ERC clients. This restaurant guy was actually a pretty good. They were great to work with, by the way. I didn't even know ERC was a thing until New Jersey manufacturers, New Jersey Mobile Fusion reached out, and I'm glad that they did. Our team has a ton of pressure on them to keep our restaurant open and feed our community. Having this ERC refund was truly a lifesaver. Like I said, they were great company to work with. I've had ERC on my list for the last 3 months. This particular client knew about it. Most don't, but did not have the time to get it done. Like I explained before, it's a tedious process. The team took care of everything. They were professional, explained all my options, and helped me get this done. Now I can stop worrying about missing out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yeah, this is once in a lifetime. They extended it to 2024. They reduced a portion of it for 2021, and again, we'll go over all those details. They changed the amount of employees that you can have. It's a pretty complicated process, but we're here to get you through the process. So, can we answer any questions you have? Absolutely. You can give us a call, 973-370-3231. Better yet, if you're ready to get started, click on the link, and we'll get you up and running to get the ERC process started. Again, this is DJ Miller in New Jersey Mobile Fusion. Thank you for